James,
What's up, brother?
what's wrong with you, bud?
Yeah, nothing, man. I'm trying to think of to start this video, like an introduction for it. But I got
the
nothing.
breakout video?
I got nothing, you know. I'm thinking maybe we could be like, oh, Jake, so if you were in prison, what would you try and do? Yeah, you see what I mean? It's a bit shit. And then this was one I had, right?
Oh, the bag bit.
Right. Yeah.
But see, if the bags are really you're tearing out.
No, but what?
Rather than breaking.
The goal is, right, you would put this on like this, yeah? And I'd say, you know, what are you trying to do? And I'd be like,
You gotta make it work.
I'm trying to break out! Hey, I'm James. It's Jake.
Oh, yeah, I'm Jake. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
It's been a while. It was last week. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Anyway, today we are here with the Breakouts, and we have two Breakouts. We have a 107 Milwaukee 8 Breakout, and we have this stupendous CVO Breakout. This thing is epic. What year is this, Jake?
So this is a 16 model. And the funny part about the CVOs, you guys know, I like Evos, shovel heads, stuff that breaks,
Yep.
stuff that rides terribly, stuff that's ill handling. But even though I'm not really like a Cadillac kind of guy, I have to give credit where credit's due. This and the 2020 CVO Road Glide are like my exceptions to the rule of that's a CVO I'd ride.
Yeah, this is beautiful, isn't it?
This thing is so cool.
It is
I don't
beautiful.
know, and I'm gonna say this, y'all are gonna think I don't like this bike, but I do. But it's this like right here that reminds me of like my grandma's dash in the Buick, but it makes it classy. And like it makes me love
Classy
it
like
so
grandma.
much. Yeah, man, but it's also got a little bit of grandpa in it too.
Well, it's got a lot of grandpa in it.
It does.
I mean, this is grandpa's smoking chair, right
What
here.
This is.
He sat with a cigar or a pipe, depending on what your granddad did, and he just pondered life.
He did.
Yeah.
But what my granddad did, and that's where
I can't wait till I get to the sitting and pondering life stage.
I thought you were already there.
No, I'm not there, mate. I sit for like 5 minutes. I go, ooh, what can I do next?
You kind of look like you're there. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. So the reason I say this has got some grandpa in it. This right here is the Screaming Eagle 110. Came factory on the CVO in
Hottest
16.
motor of all time. Hottest, it's hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. But it's still really good. What made it good was CVOs are essentially already staged up. You come and you buy a stock, like 107, right? And then you do like a 128 kit, and that's stage 4. Like back a couple years ago, it was a 117 kit. The 114 at one point in its life was even a stage kit, right? So CVOs come with full stage. That's part of why they're so cool. They're hand built. They make a lot of power. And you can buy it this way where you don't have to do a lot to have a somewhat custom looking motorcycle. And it's even a little bit exclusive. That's what we dig about this bike, is that big 110. Obviously the wood grain looking stripe in it, the inverted front end, you guys know I love that. And then obviously it's already got a 2-in-1 Bassani. It has been tuned, so it makes a little more than it did stock. It's loud, it's fast, it's fun. It takes a football field and a half to turn around, and I dig it.
The big question though, the big question is, so what we have here is sort of like the cream of the crop in the twin cam, right? I mean,
That's
this was
correct.
it. Then we have a 107 Milwaukee 8. So
Just a basic
base model. This is going to
model.
produce less power than this. It's a 107, it's a 110, right? But the question is, which one does James like better? Because you know I have a twin cam now, right?
You do.
So
you
my
do.
question is, do I still prefer the Milwaukee 8 in this platform? Because I like the Breakout. I think it's a nice bike. I haven't ridden this one very much, so
You're not ready, Phil.
I'm ready.
It's so good.
I'm ready.
It's so good.
I got my pipe. I'm ready.
gonna ponder some life
I'm
at
gonna
70.
ponder life. Lovely.
So I say,
Yes, I throttle with my left hand.
That's right. That's right. And clutch with the right.
That's
shift
it.
with
That's
the
how I
other.
do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ride them.
I'm ready.
Cool, man. Let's do it.
Dibs on the CVO?
Doing it?
Or are you doing it?
No, you can have it.
Hell yeah.
I want you to subscribe as bad as I want to break out.
Okay, so here we go on the breakouts. I'm starting out on the Milwaukee 8. Jake is on the twin cam whenever he's ready. And oh, that does sound rather nice, though, doesn't it? Those Bassani pipes on that on the CVO are fantastic. So the weird thing about the breakout is, if there is a slew of motorcycles and I have to pick one, the breakout is generally not the one I'm going to pick. It's not sort of my favorite in the Harley lineup, and it's really not on my radar. But to be honest, every time I get one, I'm always like, why don't I ride these more? They handle so well. They're really fantastic, fun motorcycles. They've got this really good body position. They've got that sort of long rake at the front, the big fat tyre. You wouldn't think they would handle great. I think he had a little peg scrape there, didn't he? See, twin cams sit low. But you just, they're really, really comfortable. And, oh, yeah, I jumped the gun, didn't I? Because I talked about comfort before we got to the bridge, but now we're on the bridge, so comfort, very much so. The seats on these, stock factory seats, are not terrible. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of seats that come on Harley-Davidsons. I pretty much change them for a Mustang or Saddleman or whatever as soon as I get the motorcycle. The Breakout, along with a couple of others, you can actually live with a seat. It's not bad. And I'm actually noticing for the first time the handlebars on this are not factory handlebars. This is sort of like tiny ape handlebars, and I actually don't think they add to the handling of the bike. I think the stock sort of flat bars are better for this style of motorcycle, but you know, each to their own. But a little bit more on the comfort, because I didn't finish what I was going to say. For someone of my size, 6'3", this is actually a very comfortable motorcycle. Position-wise, the back's very comfortable. My feet are out in front of me, but not uncomfortably so. So all round, it's a comfortable motorcycle. I like it. Colour-wise, I'm really not enjoying this colour. It's, I don't know what the official name of it is, but it sort of is, well, it's brown, isn't it? And it's not a particularly attractive brown. Sorry if you have this particular bike in this brown and you love it. That's great, but for me, it is it's definitely not the most attractive colour I've ever seen. The one thing I don't like about the new Breakouts is the speedometer. The little digital thing right there on the handlebar clamp, I'm not a fan of it. It's I know it looks cool from a distance, but when you're actually riding it and you're there, it's, well, A, it's difficult to see. And I know it's not massively important, I suppose, but it's difficult to see when the sun hits it. Not that we have that problem today, because it's a terrible cloudy day. I just don't like it. I prefer a gauge. Old-fashioned perhaps, but I think a gauge just looks a little better. But leaning on these is it's fantastic. I mean, and it shouldn't be. You know, that big fat tire on the back should make this really good in a straight line, like a drag car, you know. But it doesn't. For some reason, it works and it handles really well, and it's always surprising to me when I got on one. I'm like, wow, this thing actually handles really, really well. Now, I know Jake's all over the twin cam, and it does sound absolutely fantastic from here, but I don't know. For me, the beautiful thing about these new Softails after 2018 is the platform that they're on. It's just such a better frame and the whole setup than the twin cam ever was in the Softail. And you can argue with me all you want, and you probably will, and I just don't care, because I'm right. It is a better platform for a motorcycle. It just is. Go on, convince me I'm wrong. You won't. But so the twin cam, even though it's a CVO, which CVO is custom vehicle operations, is sort of Harley's, if you don't know, that's sort of Harley's highest echelon of motorcycles. They're all custom built, they're tuned a little bit, they've got all the fancy extras on. They're really, really, really cool. So even though that twin cam has all that on, and it's got, you know, grandpa's seat, brown leather seat, I don't think it's going to handle as well as this one. And not because of, you know, the fact that it's got all the cool stuff on that you get with a CVO. It's just the platform itself is not as good. This new Softail platform is so good, I'm willing to bet money that doesn't handle as well. Because this, see, look right there. Look how wide he went and how non-wide. He went really wide around that corner. I didn't. And Jake's a really good motorcycle rider. He's better than I am. He's a lot better than I am at riding motorcycles. And I know
that if he could have, he would have tucked that a little bit cleaner. But he can't because this has got a better platform. Rest my case. But I tell you what, for cruising around town, these are really fun motorcycles. I wouldn't necessarily take this on a long trip, but again, I wouldn't take any of the Softails, with the exception of maybe the Heritage. But I think that's now considered a touring motorcycle, isn't it? I think Harley changed that, so the Heritage is now a touring model rather than in the Softail family, which, whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, they're not long distance cruisers. I think you'd get pretty tired, pretty beat up for a long time. But for around town, they're absolutely brilliant. So here we go, let's do New Construction Corner. Oh, look at that! There's new construction at New Construction Corner. It's a miracle. So there he is, he's getting down. But I'm telling you, just from being on this, I can tell that I have more control over this motorcycle in the corners than he does on that one. And he'll tell me, after this, he'll be like, no, the twin cam was so much better, James, it handles so much better. Because he'll just say that, because that's how he is. Even if it's not true. Because he will never admit that a Milwaukee 8 is better than his twin cams. He just won't. Alright, so we're going to switch him up now. I'm going to get on the CVO, and I may eat my words completely. I may go on and be like, oh, this is absolutely fantastic. I love it. What was I talking about? But I probably won't. What is she doing? Okay. So I am actually quite excited to try the CVO because I've only ridden it around the car park at work, so I'm quite excited to get out on the road. Watch this, look at the grin on his bloody face. Oh, that brown is ugly. See, he's made his mind up already. Yeah, so have I though, right? So have I. Alright, so first impressions. The seat is very comfortable, but you're a lot more squished up on this one, which we knew it would be. You can probably see from where the camera is, I'm a lot closer to the handlebars than I was on the 107. Ah, this does sound good though. I do love the Sunny exhaust. I just put one on my Road King actually. Really impressed with the way it sounds. Yeah, this is just, it's nice, it's great, but it's oh, that does sound, it sounds great. There he is with a little stock. This bike does look absolutely spectacular though. I mean, it's just from the colours and all the little bits on it, it's just absolutely fantastic. And it's not brown, most importantly. You got that awesome breather right there. God, this thing does look absolutely fantastic. There's a little bit of Jake's grandmother's car. Yeah. It's nice. I mean, you appreciate all the little additional touches that the CVO brings to this motorcycle. But I'm telling you, I'm more scrunched up on this one. Ah, yeah. Oh, it's got power for days though. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, we knew the 110, the 110 was going to be better than the 107, but it is significantly. It's got significantly more power. All right, so engine-wise, I like this one. I think it's fantastic. You know what I'm getting in the handlebars, a little buzziness. But having said that, I get that in the new Breakouts too, and I don't know why. It's just the Breakouts always have this buzziness in the handlebars, so that's not a knock on either one of them. It just is. Every Breakout I've ridden has a slight buzziness in the handlebars. I am definitely much more scrunched up on this one. There's definitely not as much room, and here we go for a. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm telling you, it does not handle as well as the new Breakouts. I mean, this will get down, but my foot is really close to the road. It doesn't turn in as nicely. It feels heavier. You know, that's I think what it is. The new Breakouts, or the whole new Softail line in general. Just see, look at him up there. He's getting down so much lower on that than he ever was on this one. Let's give it some juice. It's pretty good. I do. I like it. I like this engine. I like this engine better than the other one. I think the sound is better and the power is better. And as far as like smoothness goes and vibrations, about the same. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But a riding experience is just doesn't do it for me. You know, the new Softail platform just feels so much lighter. It's so much easier to flick around. Whereas with the twin cams, there's a certain heaviness to the motorcycle, which doesn't necessarily make them for the greatest handling. But it's, I think it's cemented in my mind. I mean, I think the new Softail platform just wins, even with all this CVO goodness. The older platform just can't compete. Anyway, we'll see you up top for our final thoughts, and we'll see what Jake thinks. We already know.
All right, Jake, final thoughts, the CVO Breakout or the off-camera M8, which doesn't mean anything, it's just not in the show.
Oh, it absolutely means something to me. I'm going to tell you right now. Listen, so I have smack talk breakouts for a long time because I'm just not like super into them. Dude, no. I knew this was good. And there's even some things I can't explain because I don't understand them yet. But man, James, to me, this was night and day.
All right, so what I'll say with the CVO, right, you have the cool factor. It's got the breather, it's got the cool exhaust, it sounds great, it looks fantastic. This seat is very comfortable.
I'm a dork and I felt like James Dean, man. I felt so cool on this motorcycle. For no reason. It's a Softail. I'm a Dyna FXR guy, right? Like, this felt cool.
It is cool, but my point, which I've come to many times, is the new Softail platform after 2018, it's just a better, for me, and I'm right, it's a better platform for the Softail. It just is. So all the cool stuff on this, the Screaming Eagle, the 110, the exhaust, the breather, the seat, these crazy little things here, everything about it that makes it so fantastic, it doesn't have the platform that the new Softail has, and that for me is its downfall. If you put all this on that, then I would love it. But as it is, on this platform, I feel a little more scrunched up. You definitely have more room on that. You're more stretched out.
Yeah.
You know, so for someone my size, I'm crunched up on this, whereas on the Milwaukee 8 Breakout, I'm stretched out. It's just a better platform for me. It's more stable, it's less vibraty. Although on the Breakouts, even on the new ones, there is a buzziness to them, which there always is. I don't understand. Even on the Milwaukee 8, there's a slight buzziness in the handlebars.
It's the riser setup.
Yeah, it's just how it is. But it's just a better platform for the Softail.
I mean, so yes and no.
Yeah, I'm not wrong.
A little bit wrong, because so I think that functionally speaking, the new Softail platform in general is in fact better.
It is a superior platform, absolutely.
But I think this one smoked it, man. This particular one now, and part of that could be, what I don't understand is why this one handles better. Yes, I know it's got the inverted front end. Yes, we know that improves handling in general because it makes it a little crispier, it's lighter. But this is a big back tire bike. They're not a great handling thing anyway. This is your cool bike. This is your what's the new thing?
The cafe cruising.
Cafe cruising.
We used to bar hop, now we cruise to get Starbucks or.
That's right, macchiato chapter, baby.
Yeah.
So the trick with this, it wasn't designed to handle good, but in general, it does. And for whatever reason, I mean, like when I turn this one around, it's one thing. When I turn that around, it just feels different. Again, that might just be this particular bike, or it might be that front end. It could be something simple, I don't know, but this felt, all the way around, this felt cooler. It felt stronger. It's definitely got more power.
Oh, undoubtedly, yeah.
And then, you know, like I said.
Now, having said all this, right, I think the Milwaukee has a better platform. I think to me, it's a better bike. Which one would I buy? Yeah, this one, hands down.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, this has a cool factor, and that's what this Breakout's for. The Breakout, it's not a touring bike. You're not going to go long distances on it.
But you do have cruise control on the CVO.
You do have cruise control. You do. But, you know, we actually have cruise control on the 108 too, or the 107.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you see.
I didn't even pay attention to it.
Bias from the beginning, but
yes,
no.
Sir.
You buy this motorcycle because you want to look cool on it, let's be honest.
That's it.
I mean, that's what this motorcycle's for. And this one, this one took me from looking not cool to looking almost cool, which is,
I mean, to
that's
be a
brilliant.
grandpa plotting against the world here,
Yeah.
smoking your pipe and pondering, dude, I would do this any given day
Yeah,
of
it's a
the
good
week.
bike. I like it a lot. So,
Dude,
that's it.
I'm a
Final
big fan.
thoughts. Yeah, I love it. All right, man. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Have fun.
Yeah.
Stay safe.